Hi guys, welcome back to Melo Trade channel with another breakdown of Bitcoin, what happened during New York session. In the video I did earlier about preparing for New York session, I marked out that we have the high, 15 high here, and we have the 15 low here, and we were going up. So we were waiting if that's going to be a break and go, or just rejecting from the last order block and then we come down. So what happened during a New York session, when we open bullishly, and I'll show you what happened. So let's go back to the 3 minute. We have our lever marked up here. So we have a naked point of control below us, and we have the order block that we are rejecting from. If you remember, this is the same order block that we got the bounce from here. And I was worried about this Fibonacci because we front run the 618, sorry, it's the 786. So I was like, I think we're coming back to that Fibonacci level. And we front ran it from, what was the low? I think that was the low or something. So we front ran it, and when we opened in the morning, actually we had the 886 Fibonacci running around. So let me check the other BTC chart here, having that level. So let's hide the volume node, and basically this is the Fibonacci that going from here. Oh, that was the low. So that was the low. We had the fib right here, the 886. So we were bouncing from the 886, from the low that we made here on November 4th, which is Tuesday. So we bounced from the 886, and usually when we bounce from the 886, we go down to it if we did not break. But actually we did bounce from the 886, and we broke structure. So let's go back to the 3 minute to see how did we trade today and what was our levels and where we reject. So off the bat, I needed this to break to confirm my 3 minute breakdown. So the 3 minute I had here, I had high, higher low, and then high. I wouldn't consider this higher low until this. So all this is one leg, and we have another higher low. So we were waiting for a break to confirm this bullish momentum. So this is the 3 minute. Let's mark the 3 minutes. This is 3 minute low, and I was waiting for this order block. This order block is the last order block we have, and I was waiting for this order block, but as you see right now, we already touched it. We touched it on the new high, so that's a legit touch. So we made from this, we made this high, and then we touched it. As you see, guys, we closed in it, and it was pre-New York open, so I didn't do it. So let's see what just happened here. So when we opened, we touched it again, and then we were coming, I think, to this order block. As soon as we break this low, this 3 minute low, so that means we're rejecting from this order block right here. As you see, is all this is a rejection, and I want it either to bounce from the last order block that we always wait for, or we have a break of structure. But I always track the 3 minute break of structure. So as soon as we break here, I was hesitating to, you see what happened? You get a nice touch, you close. So I was a little bit hesitating because I know this closed here. So that might be another structure down, because you have this, you have a lower high, and then you're coming down to make a lower low, and then you're gonna come back and take the low. So I was hesitating long in because we broke structure here, but I think we bounced perfectly. Oh, see, even it gave you, you know, what happened? It gave you this um, another chance to enter. This wasn't convincing here, so I wasn't gonna take it. But what happened? We came all the way down. We didn't take that order block. We respected it, and as soon as we left here, I should have long. But that's what I'm gonna do in the future, because I see um, we did respect that last order block, as you see, to the dollar. I don't know what other chart did, but I always trade. I don't trade on Bybit, but I trade the Bybit chart. So I can trade on any exchange. I just uh, check the Bybit chart, and then I take my trade. So that for me is a legit bounce. I should have, even if you're late. Um, I know at the moment you kind of like maybe even me, but that would be your low to protect, and then you aim at this order block. So it's a legit, even if you're late somewhere here, that's fine. 1 to 1. I didn't take it nonetheless, but I will look for it to take it in the future. When that happen in the future, I'll look for this reaction I was taking. And especially, you have a red vector with volume, and then green vector engulfed it. Well, at that time you didn't know it's gonna engulf it, but nonetheless, you saw the reaction. So let's see what happened. Oh my God, this was the breakdown everybody was waiting for here, but it came after taking the supply from the last order block. Last order block is magic. So this is gone now. Basically, this was a nice trade too, but you didn't have any break of structure. So this is gone now. This is gone now. This is the order block to wait for, because definitely we broke bullish. Even we broke out of the 30-minute order block. So this is very, very bullish nonetheless. So let's see what happened. Waiting for this order block, we came to the highs, retesting highs here. It's something that I'm working on it. I'm back testing it, not quite um, confident in taking, but when you have a bullish market, sometimes it works. So retesting highs, going up again. Uh, Definitely you have consolidation at the high here. So this would be uh, break of structure, and then you go, that will be the low that you're waiting for. 3 minute and 15 minute, I believe. um, and I'll show you guys the mistake that I took today. uh, so this is an order block now that we created on go now high. Now this would be the 15-minute low, and this here is the 3 minute low to take, because you made a two consecutive candle down. This is your 3 minute, and this is the last, or not the last order block, but this is the order block to wait for. So when we came down here, we had a touch of that order block. You see that? Not a touch, is a quite more than a touch. I like it for a trade. So I took a trade here, and I always front run highs. So uh, my take profit here, my invalidation is right here, because if we broke back down, that's a break of structure, and we're favoring short. So far, we're favoring longs. So what I did, I longed here. Look what happened. The next candle, we went up a little bit, and then we came and we closed into that order block. So I said, you know what? I'm down a little bit from that uh, 0.14%. I'm down, and I know when we close order block here, we should have um, go down, but I should have stick to my strategy and my invalidation point right here. I should have never moved it, because I'll tell you what happened, guys. So what I did, I closed it in loss because I was expecting to go down, because we closed into the order block. And I'll show you what happened next. And that's why you have to stick to your idea and strategy. So we went up, closed outside of it, and then we went and basically uh, we took the trade, because again I always run most of the wicks here. So I would have run this wick, and this wick, and that would be uh, my take profit, stop loss to entry, if I would have stayed at my invalidation. But I didn't do that. So what happened, I had a FOMO trade. So I saw we're leaving here, and I saw we made this order block. So this order block is gone. What happened here? We closed here, we made this order block, we came and we closed outside that order block. FOMO trade, and I'll tell you what went wrong. I took it along here. My invalidation, I made my invalidation till here, which is supposed to be here again, but I wanted a tight stop till here, and I was just gonna take it to these um, wicks, because I'm from running the wicks. What happened? It came back, boom, took me out. Why, guys? I'll tell you why. Because when we created this order block that I traded from, we did not went and make another high. If we would make another high and we came back to that order block, that's a legit trade, and that's according to my strategy. But I had the FOMO because I missed on this trade by closing it. I should have stick to my invalidation. And then this, I had a FOMO trade because this didn't make another high. So that's my mistake. Plus, number three mistake is invalidation point supposed to be here. This is a shitty trade. This is like, nobody take that trade. That's why my invalidation was still here. Take profit one here, and then go to that 3-minute order block, which is, I think we had a Fibonacci here. um I'll make the Fibonacci. Where's the oh, this is the Fib. Okay, so here, but look what happened. So if I wouldn't make all these three trade, I wouldn't lose a little bit here. I wouldn't make the trade, and then I wouldn't enter another trade here, because I stick to my strategy. I put that here. I enter here already, and I wanted to take it to these highs. Nonetheless, even if I had to take it to the high, my invalidation should have stayed here. And I'll show you guys what happened after. We came back again, because invalidation is everything. Here you go. We're coming back. So what happened after I took that loss? This order block doesn't work. So I saw we have this huge order block, and we already closed in it, so no touchy for me. But I'm watching this order block. It's keep holding. Remember that old order block? We closed in it, we went up, we closed in it, we went up, and then just before this candle, I was waiting for this candle to engulf, and I saw we had a bullish trend line from this low right here. So when I saw that, I was waiting for this to engulf. I actually took it before the close because it was here, and it was like, I think 10 seconds to close, and then they brought it down, no problem. So I had a shadier entry somewhere here. But invalidation is here again, and then I was going to front run all these wicks. That was my trade. Stick with the trend. We had a trend line here, bullish trend. We never break the low, and validation stays in the same. So what happened? I got a very bullish candle, another bullish candle. So that would be TP1, TP2. I think I took TP2 at the standard deviation. Oh yeah, I took TP2 at the order block and standard deviation right here. I front run the standard deviation, and I'll show you why I front run stuff. And we went, and we went, we touched it, and look what's happening after. So I would so that will full TP. So this win cover up the two losses that I had, which is I supposed to have two wins for today before 12 o'clock. I told you I don't trade after 12 o'clock on Friday. But these two losses, this win covered most of them. I think it covered 90% of them. So I still minus on the day, but I end up the week positive. And that's the goal. It's like that's the long game. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Is a small wins, small losses, big wins. Small wins, small losses, big wins. And that's how you take it. This is not get rich quick or any scheme like that. This is a long game. Long game. Whoever lost in that game. So I don't have any idea what happened after. I can stay here with you guys to see what happened after. Um, but I can stay a little bit more to see. We closed here in the order block, so we're still favoring longs. So we have this order block here. Uh, let's see what happened. So We have a little break of structure here, but everything is SFPs right now, so I wouldn't consider it. And we have this order block here because we came and then we made this break. We didn't come back to this order block to take any short. We came down and this we broke again. So this is the order block we're waiting for. And then we're going. Wow. Yeah, so it was a bullish Friday, I guess. So here what happened, we front run the 30-minute order block, and we went and we closed with volume. So this is no touchy. The other order block we closed with volume, so we didn't wick it and close outside. So no short. Show me is strength. It's not even coming back to the order block to fill it. Okay, we created another order block here. And now we're touching the 618. I believe this from the 4-hour 618. This is the from the 1-hour high. Sorry, guys. This is from the 1-hour high. And we're touching, we're closing it. No problem. Did we come back to that order block? So this order block, let's hide it. Deal with it after. Let's hide the standard deviation. No, we front run that order block. Let's see what happened in the next candle. No, we closed in it, so no trade. And we cannot break structure, guys. It's breaking structure of 3 minutes. It's right here. So we might just come back for this order block and bounce. So I'm not worried about that. But let's see if we're coming back to this. This we disrespected. This is nothing here. No. So don't worry about this guy. Now, we had a little break of structure here, but I wouldn't consider it big break of structure unless we come back and we clearly reject from this order block on a blue candle. That's what I like. No, we continue our merry way. We basically just and bounce from the POC of this order block, the point of control of this order block. So no worries. We create another order block. We're going. Are we making another high? Almost. We're rejecting from the 66 Fibonacci. Oh wow, look what happened here. This situation is tricky. So we made an order block on the up. Did we make another high? Wow. Look, we did not make another high. We just wicked it. So here is another trap. Or we're going to check if it's a trap or a legit. So here you came down, you closed outside. So you would say, I go long as the strategy. Invalidation here. And where you will gonna take it? Maybe to the sorry. Maybe to the why what happening here? Maybe to the naked point of control. Just front run the point of control. But we came down, we closed outside, we wicked it outside, and we closed in it. but I didn't like this high. We didn't break. So let's see. Oh, we came back down, came back. Even this one, now you created another order block here. I would have called it this entry, I would have called the better entry, but nonetheless, yes, you did another high. Yes, you did from this high, not this wick. So it's a little bit tricky when it get tight price action like that. Always tricky, but nonetheless, this is your 3 minute to break, unless this is your 3 minute to break now, because you made that high. We'll see. Yeah, we're going up, we're coming down. Now we're playing chess. Yeah, coming up, going down. Yeah, we went down. So this wasn't the right high. We stay with the invalidation. Let's see if it works. Came back to the entry, and now you are going. Now you made a legit high. Should I consider that a high? I don't have two consecutive candles. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Uh, yeah, now you consider it a high. So basically, your take profit one is already hit, but invalidation, 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 always invalidation. So that could be another trap, but you have to remember you are with the trend. So even if this was a trap, invalidation, you still with trend. So you have a chance of winning trades. When you ride the wave, you win the trade. Remember that motto. Ride the wave, win the trade with Melo Trade. And we're gonna try to find out a lot of and expose the market makers, because to be honest, I still working on myself. When I see negative and I have a stop loss here, I get frustrated. I get um what's the word? I cannot find the word. I get so anxious to see what's gonna happen. I sometimes I just want my stop loss to get hit. It's less stress. But nonetheless, you took TP1 to the um, first level, and probably I would do TB2 just to front run the 786, and it will be a wrap for me. Beautiful front run, beautiful hit on the front run, and that would be a wrap for me if I would have take that. Um, and now 3 o'clock. Let's see what's gonna happen. We're leaving a lot of order blocks exposed. Uh, yeah, that was the close, and that was the better trade, but we still went down. Exactly, guys. Exactly what happened to me. Remember when didn't make a high, and we came back for this low, because a lot of people thought I'm one of them. It's the safer low, but invalidation here. They came back and they take it. Look, they made a high, come back, made a confuse people with the low, lower high, take it, lower high, retest, and then go. Just watch what happened here. They take that, but they never touch the invalidation. So if we go here, same thing. They made a high. Sorry, they made the high. They came back. People think this is the low. They went up, lower high, or the wicket. The wicket. They came back. They took it. Never touched invalidation, and now they rip it. So reading the trend is a little bit hard. Knowing your lows, your highs is a little bit hard, but by time, you cannot stop seeing it. I was just like that, and I'm still learning. Sometimes it's complicated, high or low, but sometimes I see it. I cannot stop seeing it. And that's what happened with experience. Like you just need time in front of the charts, time in front of the chart, and you're gonna stop taking the silly mistake that I did today. Stop not trusting your invalidation. Stop putting the stop loss here, and we go. We're learning all together. And I created the channel to learn more. Like I review my day, I explain my day to learn more about my day and what did I do wrong. So let's see what's gonna happen. And testing my strategy. I'm testing my strategy. I have my levels, testing my strategy, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. I just start testing this strategy, guys. I don't know if you guys believe me or not. Like technically 2 weeks from now, like been testing it for 2 weeks. I tested before, but been trading it for 2 weeks. I tested for a long time, but been trading for 2 weeks. So let's see what's gonna happen with market environment change. Maybe it stays, maybe it goes, but once you see the pattern, just like I saw the pattern here. This is doji engulfing, and then I recognize this, we didn't break, and now we're making an engulfing. um so it's time to try it. You see how this is very very long candle, big candle, and you will never attempt to engulf it. So this is no trade. So they came back to tell basically that, because the market maker basically they have a lot of money to move the market, but they need the traders to help them move the market the way they want. So if they want to move the market higher, they have the money to make the break of structure, and then the traders just keep going because that's where the market makers take in profit. They need higher prices. If they want the opposite, they break structure, and then the traders just continue the trend, unless the market makers say that's it, I break structure again, and then the market makers and then the retail trader just help them um, go where they want to go. So let's see what happened here. We left this order block untouched. This is the high. Did we attempt, anybody attempt that order block? No. So we close in it right away. So this is not attempted, this is not touched, and you have this little order block is not touched, and you're above the 618 from the 1 hour. So I think you have a, you already break structure on the 1 hour. We'll check. um let's see what happened here, and then we'll check the structure. So nothing here. You have order block here again. Okay, you're going now. A lot of time when I see this huge vector candle, green vector, so a lot of volume, but still breaks, closes outside of this order block. Now, if that was a blue candle, just normal blue candle, and it closed outside, I'm expecting reverse right away. Now, when I see a volume candle just close here, it doesn't tell me to reverse right away, but it tells me the reverse is sooner than I expect. So we'll see. I've seen this before. Yes, you close another one in the order block, but this is your indicator, just like the other day when I showed you on the opposite side. It's soon. As long as you break structure, maybe you go uh, to the short side. But basically, we don't have break structure until here now. So that's a quiet way to go. And of course, they're going to attempt to pump it from this high and something like that if they decided to go from now. But let's see what's going to happen. So you already put engulfing. Yeah, you have this order block here. Let me mark it in case we're coming back to it. This is a nice order block because confluence with highs right here. See these highs? This is a very nice order block that they put. Let's see what's gonna happen at that order block if they decide. Oh, they're coming down. Um, okay, this is your sign with the highs. This is very nice. I like this candle. We closed exactly above the 786, above the order block, above the highs. So I'll attempt that if I was at the computer. Remember, guys, invalidation. Where is your invalidation? Right here. Because you made a high, low, high. This is the low for that high, and then you broke back again. So this is the low before the high. Never mind this guy. This is the low before the high. Yes, it was SFP. If you look at that and you say, oh, but this was a break of structure. No, it wasn't a break of structure because it was SFP of the last high. And then we closed here. And then we went. This is no more. This is the wick you need to close below because you made the low before the high, but this is no high. This you couldn't break. So the order flow, it would be, if you wanted to break structure, it would be high, lower high and lower low. But you didn't do that. You made a higher low and then you break. So this is the low before the high. And basically that's your high. You don't have a high here. You just made an order block. So invalidation, it's here. And we'll see what's gonna happen. And TP1 probably, oh my god, I know you guys gonna hate me, but TP1 here, like that's just me. TP1 here at this order block, they just made an order block. If they didn't make an order block, I would be so happy because I would have taken it to these wicks. But they made this order block. I hate it, but that's first TP. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we closed into the order block here. Yeah, we closed into the order block. Again, I'll wait. Okay, close the bout. Okay, now we start going again, coming back to the entry. No, we're not closing in the order block. We're chopping the block. Wow, I would be wait a long time to see what's gonna happen. This no, no, this is the replay. So we didn't. We were fighting the block, and now we're going. Yeah, TP1 hit. TP2 just at this wick right here, just front of the wicks. TP2, TP2 right there. I would be out. So after TP1, stop loss to entry. That's it. No more invalidation bullshit. Stop. I don't care. I took my TP1 and it just decided to go. Whatever. I know. I I told you guys I leave a lot of money on the table, but I just go to the safest one. And let's see what's gonna happen after. Did we make another high? No, we SFP it. Now we're gonna pay attention to this guy, because now basically we have a low to break. Not too far. This low was too far. This is not too far. And then if we break this low, this told us what's happening. And let's see. If I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. We stay here and we go. Here you go. But still, okay, we made a high here. So this is the right low. We made an order block here. Are we coming back to it? Yeah, we closed in it. So no touchy. Oh, we're coming. So a lot of people consider this a break, but I want this to go. No, no, not yet. No, no, I wouldn't take that trade because we didn't make another high. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again. So I'm not taking anything here. So obviously a lower high. Let's see if we break this low now. This an early break. This is the break, guys. Okay, so this is the legit break. This is an early sign of break structure. And basically this told us what's gonna happen earlier. But again, you have to wait. How long did you wait? Well, we'll see. We'll see if we break first. I don't say anything. Okay, no break here. You're just chilling. Okay, that's an early break. So you might be, if you're brave, you might be looking at this order block here, or you could have just wait for that to break. Yeah, so I would say this is an early break. So where would be your invalidation? Anybody know? If you were to take this short, your invalidation basically is the high. That's it. And where where would be your TP1? Okay, where would be my TP1? Did we touch this order block? Yes, we did. Did we? Yes, we did. So that's a happy news. So I'll go front run these wicks right here. I'm front run everything. That would be my setup right here. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that would be the setup, that TP1 here and then TP2, you're taking it to this order block. So let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, you're coming up. Now you're coming down. Back to the entry and then back to low. Now you're bouncing legitimately from the order block. Um, you're holding, no decision. Probably this is what. Oh, we're past 6 o'clock. Oh, beautiful. We're close to TP1, guys. Wow, we just front ran TP1. Let's see what's gonna happen. Beautiful. TP1, front run it again. Woo, take TP1. You just need patience. I would say, hmm, yeah, we just front run everything here. The thing did not have a wick to give us. That's the thing. Anyways, so TP1 hit, nice trade. TP2, just front run that order block, and I'm just gonna run it. TP2 hit perfectly, and you're actually closed outside of it, but nonetheless, now you have a legit break. So now let's see how long you waited for that break since the early sign. So you have the early sign, you made the low in about 45 minutes, and you broke that low. So you had to wait 3 hours and 21 minutes for that idea to play out, but nonetheless it did play out. Did you Let's see if you had another trade here, because that was a nice trade. That was a respected order block on an early break. Now you didn't touch that, you front ran it, and then you did touch that, but you already ran too far. um, let's see if you had a trade here on this order block right here. No, you front ran it, so you don't have nothing, guys. And you're going on your merry way. That's it. Okay, guys. That's what I have for today. It's a Friday. Uh, touch grass, touch some ass. If you like the content, smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Monday with another week. I'm up for the week. I was done for today at 12 o'clock. I was down. Basically, I'm trading fifth what I like to trade, the amount I'm trading, the volume, and fifth. So I'm gonna keep that until next year, and then maybe I'll double um, my size of trading after I get a grip for this strategy, and we see what's gonna happen. Maybe I boost it to 3 out of 5. Um, I'm trading at fifth. I like the full size to become sometime maybe um, I don't know. It depends on my experience and my patience. If I build a lot of patience, I can boost it. But as of right now, I'm still learning, still struggling with a lot of mistakes. So I need maybe a year. But again, if you see me in this channel after a year, maybe I got the grip to the market, and maybe I can trade with full size, and nobody knows what's gonna happen in a year. Uh, Melo Trade, your friend here. Ride the wave, win the trade, and I see you guys on Monday. Bye bye for now.